Welcome back. Our weekly look at finance with Stephen Carlton, first vice president from Janney Montgomery Scott. Some great news off the top. Saratoga County,
yes,
largest employment gain out of any county across New York State.
Yes, we've been talking about this for about a year now. The great position that Saratoga County, this area, is benefiting from a lot of hard work, a lot of thought went into this over the last couple of years, and we're seeing the benefits, we're reaping the benefits of it, and it's an exciting time to be in the area.
You know, they say the employment rate grew by 3.1% in 2012, quite a large jump. Manufacturing, 786 jobs across the county in 2012. Hospitality, 658. Of course, a lot of those manufacturing jobs can be tied to Global Foundries.
No doubt about it. We've got manufacturing jobs. We definitely have the support of the schools, the medical facilities in the area. They have such a diverse group of employers in this area that we really have a perfect setup in a lot of ways for this community, and it's just people are getting drawn to the area.
You know, a number that surprised me was this hospitality, 658. We haven't seen a lot of growth over the last year in new hospitality venues, such as new hotels, new restaurants. So I guess we have seen quite a few new restaurants pop up, but large-scale hotels. So a lot of this must be connected to the restaurants and then some hotels ramping up the number of employees that they have.
Yeah, we've talked about Henry Street, and we've talked about some of the new restaurants in the area expanding.
The tap room there.
The tap room, those places. But we've also seen a lot of these businesses that are already open having more employees. They've gotten more traffic, the attendance, the occupancy rates are up, so they're having to hire more people, and the evidence is there in the numbers.
Yeah, you know, an interesting, as we move on to the next story, the hospitality jobs up 658, but the hospitality industry, especially hotels, struggling a little over the last 6 months.
Well, it's interesting because when we look at the whole of the area, Saratoga is kind of an island a little bit. There are other spots in the county, other spots further south that the occupancy rate isn't quite what it could be. But Saratoga is expanding, and it seems to be holding its own. It's not just about 2 months a year anymore. There's a continuing occupancy in the area.
Yeah, we're looking at, for the last 6 months, the occupancy rate for, January was at 45.1%. A lot of empty hotel rooms in that. Of course, that is across the Capital District, which is Albany, Rensselaer, Saratoga, and Schenectady counties. So that number a little diluted with all the different counties that are going on there.
But also remember, January, December are typically, historically, very difficult months for that industry. So even so, it's not necessarily as bad as it looks on paper, but I think this area is not nearly as challenging as some of the other ones.
One of the interesting stats was the average price for a room a night, $43.99. I'm not sure
where
people are staying for $43.99. I can tell you it's not in the Spa City.
It is definitely not. I know that for certain.
Hey, we have some pictures we want to show you of some hotel projects going up. That number could be even more diluted in the future. If we could roll some of them, I just want to tell folks some of these hotel projects. This is the new Rip Van Dam Hotel that is being proposed by Bruce Levinsky that would go on Broadway in Saratoga Springs, kind of close to the Starbucks there. This is the new Pavilion Grand going in on Lake Avenue in the city. That one's under construction. That's where that crane fell recently.
They drive by it all the time.
And then this one, which is kind of stalled a little bit, this is the Congress Plaza Hotel. This would go, if everybody's familiar, on Congress Street where the CVS pharmacy is. There's an old grocery store there that's now a gymnastics center. That's where that hotel would go.
And that's just down the road from Railroad Place, where a lot of those condos came in 4 or 5 years ago.
We're looking at hundreds of more hotel rooms in the Spa City that potentially cannot get filled, especially at this time of year.
Well, what it says to me is a couple things. These are very intelligent, well thought out projects. These are people have an excellent reputation that have done their research and are investing significant sums of money in the area. I believe that they've done their analysis and they've looked at the opportunities here, and they believe this is going to continue to grow. And like the hotel, the Adelphi, seeing that being all year round now, it's huge. So I think they're seeing a lot of stability in this area, which is great for us.
Last week we talked about Walmart, the Walmart indicator.
Yes.
That when the economy is bad, you look at Walmart and see how many people are shopping there. Even Walmart sales taking a hit. You brought to my attention today another indicator, which is the coupon.
Coupon index. So I was talking to our very own Megan McDavid, and she was kind enough to bring in her coupon book. And this is something that I'm seeing and hearing from people all the time, and they're talking about the value of going out and cutting coupons. So the coupon index is a website you can go to, coupons.com, and people are going and they're cutting coupons to save money. So it's just not just middle income families, not just lower income, everybody's doing it. And we're seeing it in manufacturing. We're seeing it, a lot of the basic staples that people are doing, they're cutting coupons to try to save money.
And the chart that you showed me was this chart kind of went like this, and then all of a sudden it just spiked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
really high.
We've been talking for a couple months now about the impact of having the payroll tax go up. That's the discretionary income that a lot of families are dependent on to be able to pay their bills and be able to buy the necessities that they need every day. These coupons can make the difference from a lot of families being able to put food on the table to provide the things that their families need, especially with a lot of kids. It can be a real challenge for couples.
All right, then I should give this back to you because I'll give you my grocery shopping list, and you could take a look through it.
Actually, I was looking into coupon in here, and there's a couple good ones. So maybe we can
go shopping later.
Absolutely. Don't tell Megan.
All right, Stephen Carlton, First Vice President, Janie Montgomery Scott. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
sir.
David. Always a pleasure.
We will see you next week.
Sounds good.
All right, now to see our segment again, head to the website looktvonline.com. As always, we post it right there.